In this video, I want to share 10 benefits or advantages of being homeschooled. I'm going to go down the list from the most practical benefits to more character-based. So benefit number 1, you are extremely flexible with the days that you do school. So if you want to go on vacation or if you get sick, then your child won't miss any of the material. You'll just pick up after you come home from vacation or after you get better. Benefit number 2, you can teach according to your child's learning style. Whether your child learns best through reading, listening, doing, or a combination of any of those, you can tailor your lessons to their specific learning style to ensure that they are learning the information in the best way possible. Benefit number 3, if your child is struggling on understanding a concept, then you can focus on that concept until your child gets it. This is impossible in public school where you have to follow the pace of the class. And this works the other way too. If your child understands a topic really fast, then you can move on to the next topic. In public school, your child will probably get bored from the slow pace of the class. Benefit number 4, better sleep for everyone. No 6 a.m. rush. Check out this clip from Erica Kamazar on the importance of sleep for high school students.
Adolescents produce melatonin later in the evening than adults. That means when your teenager doesn't want to go to sleep till 1 in the morning, there's not something wrong with your teenager. There's something wrong with our society that makes kids get up at 6 in the morning to go to school. And studies show that when adolescents get sleep, they're less mentally fragile. So we should start school for teenagers later.
Benefit number 5, you can spend more time with your kids. The average person is spending less and less time with their family, and especially if you are a two-parent working household. And in my local paper, grade 5 students were asked to submit letters explaining why they should have a 3-day weekend. And almost all the letters were saying, that they want to spend more time with family. So I'll insert some screenshots of some of the letters here. You can pause and read if you'd like, but I think this is the best evidence to show that your kids want to spend time with you. Benefit number 6, your child will not be constantly worrying about bullying, what other people are saying about them, and feeling left out because they don't have the newest sneakers, shirt, iPhone, etc. And they'll be able to feel more emotionally stable and be able to more fully focus on their studies. Benefit number 7, your child will have more time for play. Your child will have more time for hobbies. And not only is play incredibly important for the cognitive and emotional and physical development for young kids, but it will also give them great memories when they're older, memories of their playtimes as kids. Because kids will have more time to work on their hobbies, it can lead them to other interests and take them to a higher level, such as starting a business or becoming a professional or participating in a hackathon. Don't underestimate the power of hobbies. Another thing, your kid will have more time to just be a kid. I realize that now that I had so much time as a kid, and after becoming an adult and having a job and becoming a mom, how little time I have. So give your child a childhood worth remembering. Benefit number 8, your child will have more deeper knowledge and understanding of different topics because they will have the time to learn about it more rather than, in a public school where you're only on a certain topic or subject for, this amount of time. In homeschooling, you have the freedom to, continue learning as you have interest in those topics. And also, kids won't have to cram for tests and exams all the time. Using this method, you would study, and then for the test, and then forget later. So having more time to study and learn about topics in a deeper way to better understand and therefore never forget it is definitely a benefit of homeschooling. Benefit number 9, your child will not be indoctrinated by the mainstream agenda often found in public school systems. There is a book I read called Prepared, What Kids Need for a Fulfilled Life. This book is about the school in America that actually looks pretty similar to how if homeschooling philosophies were translated into a public school, because it's the school, like the students in the school, are self-directed, study at their own pace, and work on personal projects based on interests, and which is how homeschooling is. Anyway, in the beginning of the book, the author describes the history of schools and how in the Industrial Revolution, schools were made to look like factories with the bell and the rigid schedules and the standardized testing. Schools were set up like this to prepare children for factory life, to follow directions, fit into systems, and easily be sorted into roles. For example, whether based on your testing scores, whether you'll be working on the factory floor, or you'll be the manager or the supervisor, and so on. This was how schools were designed to mass market the population. Most schools don't just teach reading, writing, and math. They also teach a particular perspective on history, culture, and politics. And often this perspective doesn't align with our own family values. Schools teach kids what to think, not how to think. While there might be some kids that come out of the school system unaffected, the truth is that most kids will absorb the messaging and worldview of the environment that they spend the most time in. Homeschooling gives you the freedom to raise your kids to think critically, think about things in different perspectives, and be grounded in family values. Benefit number 10, your child will have a love of learning. They will be self-motivated to learn something. They will have the ability to study things on their own or self-study. They will have a growth mindset and go into the world with a confidence that they will be able to learn things on their own, and that's something that I guess most university students figure out how to do, but your child will have it way before then. My main reason for wanting to homeschool my kids, even though I didn't have a great homeschooling experience, a topic for another video, I know that I can give my kids the advantages and benefits that I just listed. If you're a parent thinking of homeschooling, or you are a homeschooling parent, then I hope this list gives you some information about homeschooling and also can motivate you to continue homeschooling your children. Share this video with someone who keeps saying, but what about making friends? From this list, I hope you can see that there are so many other benefits than the importance of making friends, which is also important. And it's a myth that homeschoolers can't make friends, or there's no opportunity for them to make friends. I go into that in my previous videos, part 1 and part 2, about the history of my socialization from age 5 to 25, if you want to check it out. That's it for this video. I hope this was helpful. Happy homeschooling, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.